Welcome, YouTubers. I don't know what I'm gonna name my channel yet, but here's my Nissan Leaf battery setup. Set them all in parallel. They are in stacks of 8. Process buying more. If y'all don't know, the more you add up in a stack, the more amp an hour you get per bank. Usually it's at 7 modules per bank to give you 48 volts. I'm doing 8 modules or more. I'm in the process of buying a complete Leaf battery pack. Not pack, but a whole complete setup from the car. I'm gonna add to it and balance it out as 8 modules stacks in parallel. Everyone usually do it in series with the BMS on each battery module to balance out and all the different stuff. But you also can do it in parallel, which hardly there's nothing on YouTube like that that's telling you that you can actually do it parallel setup, where you have all the positive on one side, all negative on one side. That is parallel. And the good thing about parallel is, as you can see right here, put them in parallel, or if you tie the middle together, and they'll balance out itself. Just leave it. So I bought some, what you call this stuff? LEDs. Some voltage displays, LED displays from eBay. From this place. And what I did was, this one here is on the negative bank, and this one's on the this is on the positive bank, and this is on the negative bank. And what you realize is the middle is the common connector between the two set of cells. So if you want to connect something like this, you put the red lead on the positive side, you can see the red at the bank, and a negative in the middle, and then you put the red from the other side of the bank in the middle, so it joins like this. So it looks like positive and negative together, but that's okay. That's just because you have a negative and positive side of the battery bank. So for you to get this to turn on, you would have to actually put the positive in the middle and the negative on the negative side, because there are 2 batteries in parallel and then in series. So this side, from here to here, I mean, this is positive, that's negative. As you can see, positive, negative. Then from here to here, this is negative, and that is positive, as you can see from here to here. So even though they connected it together in front of you, but internally, it's two separate it's 2 separate sides, a positive and a negative side, and the middle is the common. So this one started off at 3.92, and that was at 3.94. But as you can see, it's at 3.93 right now. Let clear up. Yes. So if you leave it, it should balance itself out between all the modules, and then come to a common voltage. As you can see, it just went. See, it's going 3.94, 3.93, because this side was higher than the other side. So now they are balancing out. So this went from 9.2 to 9.3, and this went from 9.4 now, dropping to 9.3. So it's gonna fluctuate, and then, but usually within a day or so, usually leave it. It should be completely 3.93 on both sides. And then after it's balanced out, then I'm gonna connect my charger. I have an iMax LiPo charger. I set it to PB, which we're gonna set it at 8 volts, which I want about 90% charge. I don't want to do it to 100 for the 20% capacity. The 80% capacity, sorry. 80% capacity, which is a 80 or 90%, if you calculate it. But yeah, so at 8.8 volts or 8.1 volts should give you about 90%, 89% capacity, if my calculations are right. So I'm waiting for them to balance out, and then I'm going to put a charger on them to charge it as one complete bank to 8.8 volts or 8.1 volts. Well, no, 8 volts, but 8.1 volts is actually 100%. 8.1.15 or 75. So 8 volts, which would be, these would be exactly at 4 volts. So they both would be showing 4 volts, even in the whole bank is at 8 volt bank, because right now in parallel, because each bank is 7.7 volts, 7.5 volts, but 8 volts, 8.1 volts at full charge per module. So if I charge the whole bank up to 8 volts, it's gonna give me what I'm looking for, and it's gonna give, and then this should go up to 4 volts on both sides. You know, it's balanced and it's balanced charged. So yes, this is what I'm setting up right now, and these connectors here came with the battery bank. So I had a bar that goes in the middle, but it's kind of thick, and it's very risky trying to bolt that bar in between two bars, because you don't want it to touch either side, because yeah, well, I want to disintegrate. So I connected the pieces back that came with the Leaf batteries, the Nissan Leaf batteries, to connect the middle to balance it out. So yeah, so this is my battery bank, and yeah, my garage is kind of messy because, you know, I'm renting a house right now, so I'm not in my actual house yet, but I'm in the process of getting one, so I want to be off the grid, so I'm starting this project now, so I have over and done with. So yes, the LED displays, these are LED batteries. Oh, and these bars are aluminum bars, and people usually want to use the copper bar that comes with it. It's okay, but when you stack up this high, it's not long enough. It's like literally not long enough. So I got these from Home Depot, and it is it's right here. There you go. 12 rod, 1/8 inch thickness, 3/4 by 48 inch long. And then I cut each one up, and what I did was I made a template using one of those square pieces that comes with the jointed batteries you get in series. I rested here like this, marked it out, and wherever the hole stop, I take the bottom hole here and put it over to that hole, and it gave me the exact distance from this point to that point to that point. I keep going up and up until I get to whatever I want. So at 8 stacks, when I measured it from the top to the bottom, it's 10.25 inches. So when you cut the 10.25 inches exactly right here and right down here, and then you just use this as a template to mark it out. And then when you get one out, you drill it dead center, which I use my Craftsman. Yeah, it's kind of broken, it's very old, but it works 100% perfect. And I also lube when I mark the holes. When I mark the holes, I put a little bit of oil in it to help it drill, and it drills clean, straight through without jamming. And so yes, and also I have a power jack 20 kW inverter, so that's why I'm expanding the battery bank. I know it might not can't do 20 kW, but hopefully it can. It's brand new. I haven't tested it yet, but yes, this is my setup, and hopefully to make more videos soon, and should be all good. See, there it goes. It just went to 2.93 again for a little bit, and went back to 9.4. So yeah, it's balancing out. I'll leave it and let it balance out. So I'm going to go and connect more of these bars, but I have a few more that I made. I'm going to connect these other batteries up and have them all balancing for the night, and then tomorrow hopefully it should be all balanced. I'm going to put them on charge to bring them to 80%, basically, or 90%, 90% capacity. Alright, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. A few hours later, the one that was saying 3.94 and 3.92, there you have it. Balance, all by itself. Just leave it and let it do its thing. There you go. I finished the other set too. Well, not those ones yet, but the other ones, these ones are balancing off. And these are the two. Can't see the other one too good, but yeah. Yes, and I'm finishing up that one. So yes, as you can see, all in parallel, strap all down, all positive, all negative, tie the middle together, and you leave it, and it will balance itself out for all the battery banks. This is why a parallel setup doesn't really need a BMS. You can just charge, which I have here. I told you that what I have, the LiPo balance charger, but I'm not gonna balance using the balance port. I'm just gonna put positive there, negative there, set it to 8 volt, and then put it on charge. And when it charges up to the 8 volts, the middle voltage that usually be half of each side is gonna start going up equally, meaning it will balance charge itself, charging at a full rate without a BMS. A little bit of oil. It's a boat oil, but it helps drill better and cleaner without jamming. I'm wearing protective glasses, so I'm being safe. And she hold draw with a towel. Try to get as center as possible. Make sure it's center. It leaves a rough on the inside, so you can take the drill and grind it off. Nice and smooth. All done. From here to here's 1 bar, 2nd bar, 3rd bar, all bar complete. All good to go. Alright. I'm gonna assemble one of them to show you what I did. How to drill the holes. One of the key things to do is put the top one in first, because if you put the top one in, you want it to hang straight down. You don't want to put the bottom screw in and it leans over and touch one of the middle terminals. Yeah, bad idea. So it's good to hold your finger, pinch the middle to hold it in place so it can't lean left or right, because you don't want it to touch this. And put the top bolt in. and fasten it down with your finger tighten, and as you can see, it doesn't move. But if you put it to the bottom and you don't tighten the bottom all the way tight, it can slide over, touch one of these or touch this one down here, and it's a complete short. And this bar could take at least 1,000 to 1,500 amps, so that's a complete short. Fire, burn on your house, wherever. Hope you have insurance. So please, if you're doing something like this, always put the top in first and let it hang. It's gonna hang exactly where it is. It's gonna pivot straight, and that's it. Then you put the bottom one in, thread it, and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about anything else after that. Go ahead and put the rest of the screws in. So I have to go, I have to make another set of bars. So the one that goes here, I'm not gonna put it on now. I guess I was just showing you what I did when I was assembling it. I have to use that one as a template to mark out the other holes from for the other set of battery banks. So I can go ahead and drill those out. So you can get this at Home Depot, and I can't remember which aisle it is, but I have all the different metal rods and angle irons and the sheet of plate, metal plates, and this is the dang what I did with it. See, it is a flat bar, 1/8 thick, inch thick, 3/4 by 48 inches.